all love judging an anime on objective variables like the plot, character development, and storytelling. However, to tell you the truth, even if all of these things are plain out bad, there is always this one instant that hypes us up so much that we literally can't even pretend to not like the show. Yup, you guessed it, it's those epic transformation scenes. They literally awaken the kid inside of us that wants to jump around and scream like a baby once again. In today's video, we'll be looking at some of the best transformations to ever grace the world of anime. Starting off with an anime that isn't all that well known, it's when Jin transforms into Zetman from the show Zetman. Now, to tell you guys the truth, there is a reason why this show ain't that popular, and it's cause it literally doesn't know what to do with the character. You pretty much don't pay attention to anything that's happening on the screen when watching the show. And then it happens. For the first time ever, Jin transforms into the Red Zetman with all his fury and rage. The emotions this ignites in the viewers are really something. You literally want to take on a few bad guys in real life after watching it. The soundtrack is perfect, and the animation for this moment couldn't have been better. Before this point in the show, Jin could only transform into the White Zetman. This did the job well enough of taking on lethal foes, but the fury of the Red Zetman is what got the viewers glued to their screens. Up next, we have a transformation from the show, Legend of the Legendary Heroes. This show offers the awakening of the alpha stigma of the protagonist Ryan Lute. One of the things that made this moment stand out was that his awakening was fueled by his desire to protect his loved ones. However, it soon took a drastic change actually. What started off as a pure desire to protect his loved ones quickly became pure hate for the enemies. Now, I'm not talking about some normal level hate over here. This guy literally wanted all of his enemies to feel the worst possible pain before they die. With this newly awakened power, he literally killed them without mercy. Am I a psycho for loving this as much as I do? No way. I'm sure you'll love and live the moment too. The next one on this list is about our favorite Titan shifter, and it's when Eren Yeager transforms into a Titan against Reiner. Now, Eren has had countless epic transformations in the show. We definitely thought he deserved a spot on the list, but the question was, which one? After some deep thought while taking a shower, I concluded that the transformation Eren made after Reiner's betrayal is indeed the best one. Why? Because Eren had tasted one of the worst betrayals in his life. Reiner was literally like an elder brother to him, who was there for Eren during his hard times. All that love turns into hate. Now that's an intense scene that's gonna have an impact on you for sure. You'll be watching this scene on repeat, and that's an understatement. Up next, we have one of the most popular ones out there, and it's when Kaneki accepts his fate as a ghoul. Now, Kaneki has been a ghoul for quite some time, although he never really awakened his powers. Why? Well, the reason was simple. He didn't want to be a bloodthirsty ghoul who hunted humans for the lust of power. He wanted to spend his days as a normal boy who did good in school. After being tortured for 24 hours straight, he realized that weakness was not an option in this cruel world. When he accepted the reality of his own nature, he gained some serious powers. He made quick work of Jason and tortured him in the worst possible way after making him kneel. Up next, we have a transformation scene from the one and only Naruto Shippuden, and it's from when Naruto unleashes his inner demon fox against Pain. When you witness your future lover brutally taken down by an enemy and you have a demon fox inside you, it's pretty tempting to release all that power, even if it comes at the cost of losing your consciousness. This is exactly what Naruto ends up doing. He gave into this desire for revenge against Pain and unleashed every bit of chakra he could get from the nine-tailed fox. More than anything, he just wanted Pain to suffer and die. This rage is the key thing that makes this transformation scene stand apart and make it to the list. Okay, just so all of you One Piece fans don't kill me in the comments, this next transformation on the list is when Luffy pushes to 4th gear. All the other gear transformations were pretty interesting in the show, but this one easily takes the cake. And it came at the right time, because there was literally no other way to take down Doflamingo. Luffy's hockey lace-filled punch is literally something that shouldn't be taken lightly. He literally beats the crap out of the warlord and made easy work of him. Speaking of punches, if you've enjoyed the video up until this point, why not consider subscribing and pressing the bell icon, huh? You'll get more of this addictive content that'll keep your daily boredom away. Anyways, up next, we have a transformation from Gurren Lagann, and it's the one and only Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
この血のたぎりが定めを決める天も次元も突破して力で見せるぜ己の道を天元突破グレン・ラガン
You know how they say bigger isn't always better? Well, that saying doesn't work in the realm of Gurren Lagann. I mean, the show literally has galaxy-sized robots fighting each other for the fate of the entire universe. By combining his own spiral power with his comrades, Simon created the true titular entity, which he titles Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, in the final battle against Anti-Spiral. I can assure you of one thing. The battle after the transformation and the transformation were both top-notch. The soundtrack could not have been any better. People who watched it know that it's an experience they'll never forget in this lifetime. The next transformation on this list is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it's Cars' transformation into a special being.
もう破門戦士などどうでもいいだが貴様だけはけじめだワムーやエシビシの復讐でありこのカーズの新しい誕生祝いジョジョ
By fooling the Germans and using their light rays to power up the Redstone of Aja, Cars transforms into the ultimate being, essentially turning him into a god. The scene literally bestowed him with godlike powers, so that's the first thing that makes it stand out. JoJo is also one of those shows with tons of other power transformation scenes. However, this one was truly special. Even Joseph had to use his brains in a fight to beat him. That's quite literally his last resort in a fight, which he doesn't enjoy using. If you love vampires, then this next scene is definitely the one for you, as it's from the anime Hellsing, and it's when Alucard unleashes Baskerville Familiar.
闘争というもの
Alucard is one of those protagonists who can literally take on anyone they want in their anime and beat the hell out of them. Throughout the show, we never really see him stressed out about trying to defeat any of the opponents. Instead, we witness him enjoying the thrill that comes from ripping the flesh of his prey. Just when we thought that Alucard had met his match, he unleashed the power of Baskerville Familiar. It allowed him to channel beastly powers that no one could match. The final transformation on the list is from a timeless classic. Yup, you guessed it, I'm talking about the anime Dragon Ball Z, and it's when Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time. To this day, it is still celebrated as one of the best scenes in the history of anime. It basically took the anime world by surprise, and literally everyone wanted to be a Super Saiyan after watching that scene. You and I both know that we've tried to turn into a Super Saiyan, and no matter how much you've matured since those days, I'm pretty darn sure that there's still a part of you that wants to try and go Super Saiyan. For a lot of us, it was pretty much our first anime. It did come with its fair share of flaws, but back in the day, it pretty much set the benchmark of what an epic transformation should look like. Out of nowhere, Frieza just decided to brutally murder Krillin. This was Goku's lifelong friend, so it's pretty natural he had a surge of rage after his death. The death wasn't anything light either. Frieza literally made Krillin explode into bits. Goku couldn't even bury his best friend's body. How that rage led him to the transformation was truly a mesmerizing thing to witness. With that being said, this concludes the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.